Hey everyone, how's it going? So what am I working on now? Well, I got a 2018 Ford Edge with a 3.5 liter. And it came in last week with a coolant leak. So Jaden had looked at it and he couldn't really figure out what's going on. Like, he saw the leak, but he's like, where the heck is that coming from? So he researched it a bit and he comes to find out that's the weep hole for the water pump. What do I mean by that? Like, why couldn't he see it was a water pump? Because the water pump's timing chain driven. You can't see the water pump. Let me show you the water pump. I didn't make a video on changing a water pump because it's just way too much. But I want to show you here because I have the water pump out, the old one. I want to show you what I'm talking about. So right here, here's the old pump. And see this spot here? That's where the weep hole is on the inside. See it up there in the corner? And fluid will weep down into here, and it'll come out in a passageway that's at the front of the motor. It's got a single gasket here. Now I hate this design. Many manufacturers have done this. I thought everybody kind of got away from doing this when Chrysler came out with the 2.7 liter. With a timing chain driven water pump. What a fiasco that thing was. Just a nightmare of a motor. But if this gasket leaks, where's the coolant go? Right into the oil. How often do water pumps fail? Quite often. I mean, what's the average lifespan of a water pump? 100, 125,000 miles? This is like a 10-hour job to change this water pump. So I'm in the process of going back together with it. I got the chains on, but I just wanted to show you this. So here it is. Here's the water pump, okay? In all honesty, to get to this point really wasn't horrendous, okay? This would have been a much nicer job had they done one thing slightly different. And let me show you. You have to take the guides off. As you see, the water pump goes behind the guides. Okay, you can get this one out, this one out, this one out without issue. This one, however, see that one bolt right there? You cannot get that bolt out. That bolt, to get that out, you have to take those two cam gears off, intake and exhaust. They hide it in such a way, you can get on with a wrench and crack it free, but you can't twist it out. You can't do anything with it. You can't get a socket in there, not even a swivel socket. There's no room. You just do not have room. And the interesting thing about this too is this thing actually has 3 timing chains. So you have the one main one here that loops around, but you have a intermediate one or an inner one that runs between the 2 camshafts. So the intake cam drives the exhaust cam. What I do find interesting, and which is kind of neat actually, is if you look really close at the chain, it's got these cogs to the outside of the chain because they drive the water pump right there. It's kind of a neat idea. Had they done a little better with that one single bolt, that would have made this a much nicer job to do. But anyway, I just figured I'd show you that. Just kind of interesting, kind of stupid too. Oh, the other thing, coolant. As soon as you take the water pump off, you get about a gallon of coolant that comes out of the motor. And guess where it goes? Right inside the oil pan. They have you stuff rags in there. What do you think your chances are of keeping all the coolant from going into the oil pan? 0. So I cleaned out as much as I could. I'm going to take the drain plug back out. I'm going to drain out as much as I can. I'm going to spray brake clean in there, the whole 9 yards. Try to clean it out as much as possible. And then we're going to have to change the oil again after we run it. So, but I just wanted to show you that. Just kind of a dumb idea. The interesting thing is the new water pump that we got, which was a Airtex, I think, yeah. The new water pump actually has a double gasket. So it actually has like a double style like this. So like it has a redundant gasket to it, which is kind of neat. I guess it kind of makes it a little more fail-proof. Now you may be wondering too, why didn't we change the timing chains? Well, this is covered under one of those service contract, external warranties, extra warranties, whatever you want to call them. You know what I'm talking about, car shield, stuff like that. And they did not want to pay for anything else, just a water pump. So it is what it is. What are you going to do? The cam bolts, you have to replace the cam bolts when you do this job. They're a one-time use only cam bolt. So anyway, just thought I'd show you that. All right, guys, hopefully you're getting something out of my videos. If you are, hit that like button. If you could, please subscribe. All right, have a great day. Keep wrenching.